Hello, Floss Tube. It's February 9th and it's 40 degrees here in Lehigh, Utah. And I'm Colette, the Highway Stitcher. I'm here to bring you my stitching updates from the highway and at home. And of course, this is a floss tube on cross stitch, but also on a little bit of this and that. Some lace, some beading, sometimes other stuff too. So I try to generally keep it to pretty much cross stitch and lace though. And I'm glad to be back. Thank you to all my subscribers who join me frequently, and also thank you to all you new subscribers, and I hope you enjoy what you see. I'm an eclectic type of a stitcher, like all different kinds of projects, all different kinds of patterns. So if you like what you see, click subscribe and enjoy. So anyway, I'm going to move on. I have to try to make this a fast one if I can. I'll show you what I was working on, and just a couple things of a haul that I've got. Not too much. And then we're going to do the giveaway at the end and let you know what you won for my 1,000+ subscribers. And that's because I'm kind of flustered right now. I'm trying to get ready to travel down to Southern California to a winter lace conference, a regional conference for bobbin lace. And I've got a lot of things on my mind, kind of my whole mind's going spinning all around. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, I want to do this, get this taken care of, I want to do that. So excuse me if I'm discombobulated. I'm going to start out by showing you my rotation and what I got accomplished in the last couple weeks. Last time I talked to you was, I believe, probably the last week in January. So it's been a couple weeks. My rotation was such, and it's going to continue this way through the month of February, where one of the first things I work on every day is I try to do 30 minutes to an hour on a piece that I want to get done, and this was no exception as far as this one. I started this piece in January. Patini Patini, sweetest strawberry. You are the sweetest strawberry in the basket of my life. I am working on this every day for at least 30 minutes. Sometimes I've gone to an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and every day. So, and then I move on to what's next on my rotation for that particular day. So anyway, I've been making pretty good progress on this. It's looking really nice. I really, really like it. I'm stitching it on 40 count Ren by Picture This Plus, and I converted the flosses from what was called for to Gloriana silks, and I think it's really turning out really cute. I don't have too much more of it. I have a basket down there at the bottom and then the border. So I'm getting closer to being done. There's something else I was going to say about this one. I want to use it for a maybe a retreat piece, gift, for the gift exchange. But I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to do. But that's what I'm leaning towards. So probably I'll be done with this one fairly soon. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. If you are interested in the conversion, if you ever get this pattern, let me know. I can give you the conversion. There's only like 5 flosses in the whole thing, so it's very easy. I wrote them all down. So feel free to contact me. Okay, I'm going to start with my Sunday piece that I do for rotation, which most of you know is A Savior's Praise, my Sunday stitch, by Shakespeare's Peddler. And did a little bit these last 2 Sundays, but not a lot. My Sundays were crazy, and today I was gone all morning, and I just decided I'd do the floss tube before I did any stitching. So of course there's been nothing done on this today, but I have done a little bit. I did the border underneath the vase up at the top there. That's in gray, so I extended that border from underneath it across, and I also stitched the G, the V, and the F, and a little bit of the borders separating them. I'm stitching this on 40 count Lakeside linen bisque, and it's with a DMC conversion. And there it is, a little bit closer so you can see the colors. So that's my Sunday stitch, and that's what I got done on it. Oh, that's 1/2 with the floss, 1 thread over 2. My Monday piece is Plantation Sampler. That's Canterbury Designs 1987 sampler. That's how it looks in 80s colors. This was my conversion to doing it. Many of you already know this, but it is being stitched on 32 count Lakeside linen pecan butter. And the flosses are a shepherd's bush conversion to overdyes, such as Gentle Arts, Sampler Threads, Weeks. Since there are so many to this, I have sent the conversion to people, so feel free to contact me, and I can, of course, send you the conversion if you have the piece and would like to do that. The last couple weeks I did finish the 2 flowers on the side border, the 2 big flowers as you see, probably from just above them. It's always hard holding a big piece like this. Probably from about there down to the end, and the same on the other side, and extended the border. And then I also started the Weeping Willow tree, which is right there. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of progress I did on it on the 2 full days that I stitched. I spent quite a long time on those two full days for the rotation, and it, did well. And I will continue with that. It will continue on my Monday rotation. I'll keep working on it. I love this piece, and I've been having lots of fun with it. The next piece that I was working on Tuesdays was, on my Tuesday rotation, is Emerald City by Al Force Designs. You'll see with this piece that it's like I'm back down to square one, because I was not happy with my white was not showing up on the light blue fabric that I was using. So I changed out fabrics, and I chose this one. And this is 32 count hand dyed by Rolanda Fabrics. Rolanda. And I do like this a lot better. It almost looks like a big hurricane tornado coming in the light greens and the medium and dark greens, excuse me. So I'm much happier with this. But because of that, I had to set aside the one and start up again on this. So that's why not a lot was done. All I did was the house and the tornado and a little bit of the border. But hopefully I'll be able to catch up on that. 3 days during the week, usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday nights, I've been picking up again my Heaven and Earth full coverage pattern. Not all the time, usually for only about an hour, sometimes only a half an hour, but it's been working well for me because then I don't feel burned out with it, working on it every single day or even once a day all day long. So I'm pretty excited because this is Heaven and Earth Ariadne, and I did a page finish. I've actually been close to a page finish for a long time, but I didn't do it because I was kind of burned out. But then I sat down and said, this is ridiculous. I only had about this much left to do a page 2 finish. So I said, forget that. I'm going to get this finished. So it was all basically one color almost. There was only just a little bit of one other color. So I sat there putting those stitches in to finish up that second page finish. As you can see, it's interesting with these full coverage. This looks actually to me more purple and lavender than what the actual piece looks like. Here, I'll show you again. As you can see, it almost looks like the drapery that you're seeing, which I have finished that part right there. Looks more bluish in there. But I know that's what happens a lot. And I'm fine with that, just so her dress ends up the blue. I really like her dress, the blue color. But I actually like those drapes in that kind of different shades of lavender and purple. So, happy dance, page finish on that. Now I can move on to page 3. Whoopee. But I mean, it's better than a couple of my other Hades, which have maybe 300 stitches in them. So that's much better than those. My Wednesday rotation for the last couple weeks has been due to Christine of Stitch All the Things. She has started a Wellness Wednesday where she stitches like every couple weeks and talks about wellness within your heart, your soul, your physical body, how to be a well person inside and out. And so she started a stitch along. And I thought to myself, well, there's a piece that I have been wanting to work on again. It was a Sal from last year, and I actually stopped doing it for a while. And I thought, I think I'm going to join Christine on her Wellness Wednesday and work on this Sal so that I can get more done on it and maybe eventually finish it up. So probably some of you have seen this or even worked on it and did it. Words to Live by Tiny Modernist. That's the completed chart because, of course, they did finish up already. I have a friend who finished all of this. Looks really pretty. So I thought for my Wellness Wednesday, I would pick this up again and work on it. I have not done very much. This one I'm going to have to put something behind it. Let's see here. Maybe this will work. I started in the middle to make sure I had my right spot, and but I got a little burned out working on it, so then I moved up to the second box, up to the left there. I did all that last year. That's all I accomplished on this Sal. I picked it up last Wednesday, which was the first Wednesday of February, and decided that that was what I was going to work on for my Wellness Wednesday from now on. So what I had to do is I had to rip out. I had to do some frogging, which I was, that's probably part of the reason why I set it aside, because I just didn't want to rip out any stitches. And I had put, somebody mentioned to me when I posted it on Instagram, and I went, oh, thank you for telling me. Instead of putting rainbows there, I had put ranbows. I forgot my I. So anyway, I said, oh, brother, now I have to rip out part of rainbows. Rambo. Should I put Rambo? R-A-M-B-O. Anyway, I did decide, okay, I want to work on this again. So on Wednesday, I was at a good friend's home, and we were stitching for the morning until early afternoon. And so I ripped out Rambo, back to adding the I, moved it forward, and then I did some of that note there. I had some of the white note done, but I finished the rest of it and then started the pink up the side, the little line of pink. So now it's been ripped out, redone, and I'm back to working on it again. And I'm doing this on 18 count navy blue Aida with a call for DMC. I can't really work on black, dark navy blue type of linens anymore with my eyes. Even with a lot of light and everything, I just can't do it. But I can with these. I can with the Aida still. And I thought it was so pretty in the dark color, so I opted to pick up an 18 count navy blue Aida and work with that. Okay, Thursday's rotation is Firewing Designs, the Dragon Pilot. There's Pilot there. Probably Pilot here is what I got most done on. This is a gift for my granddaughter, and so I do want to get it done. So in the last couple weeks, quite a bit. I worked on it quite a lot. As you can see, it's probably a little more than half done. All I pretty much have to do is do some of the wing extending out on the other side and his tail. And I'm stitching this on a 28 count Picture This Plus Nocturne with color and cotton sapphire thread. There's Mr. Pilot, one of those tribal type of patterns. I think he looks pretty cool with his wing there in his head. I think Sophie's really going to like this. So Pilot's my Thursday rotation piece. Will continue until I finish. My Friday rotation piece is my other granddaughter, the piece I'm working on for her, which is Mirabilia, a Garden Prelude. This is one of Mirabilia's newest patterns. My daughter Mari is an accomplished violinist, and so I'm kind of stitching this for her. I'm keeping the same dress color, but I am changing out the skin tones on this. The skin tones on this are darker, of course, and she's got black hair. This morning Mari was at church doing a violin solo, and afterwards I asked her, she just smiled at me, so she probably thought, oh, what's Grandma doing now? But I asked her, I said, can you take pictures of your hair for me? Because her hair is this really pretty combination of browns and reds. You know, just really pretty, but it's hard to explain. And I thought, I have to have a picture of it so I can go home, since I'm getting closer to her hair. I've been working on the flesh color right now on her arms. And I can have an idea of what DMC colors I'm going to pick out to do for her hair. So I said, Mari, take pictures of yourself. She's going, okay. So I said, not that I'm going to show you off to anyone. I said, I just need it for something. So she just smiled and said, okay, Grandma. This is what I've gotten done so far. This piece doesn't show how pretty it actually is at all. It is being stitched on a Demoiselle Picture This Plus 32 count. The Demoiselle, Demoiselle, has combinations of yellow, light green, light blue that are just beautiful when you see it in person. But even showing it back like this, or even really close, I don't think either way is really picking up how beautiful this linen really is. So, but by showing you close there, you can see that I started with her body, with the top part of her dress, waist, and moved my way up and did some of her one arm and a little bit of the other going up. That's why I want her hair color, because I've got to change out the hair color pretty soon. So anyway, that is Garden Prelude. I did say, yeah, 32 count Demoiselle Picture This Plus, and with the called for floss, which is some DMC, some water lilies, beads, all the other stuff. So my final rotation piece is the Linen and Threads Mystery Cell for 2020. There's no pictures of it, of course, because it's a mystery cell. And the patterns, they put out part 1 and part 2, and of course I can't show those. I started it up yesterday because I finally got my floss and my fabric from Linen and Threads in Australia. I just really liked, they showed a picture of one of them doing it with this color combination, and I really liked it. I don't think it's going to show up well on the floss tube, but if you saw it in person, I had people yesterday when I was stitching at my friend Sandra's just pick it up and go, what is this? What is this? So take my word for it. It looks absolutely beautiful in real life. It is more of a Quaker style that they are doing this year. The fabric is a 32 count fox and rabbit hand-dyed linen, and it's called Lyrebird Dell, and it's a combination of like it's like more like a dark bluish greenish, dark greenish bluish color with just some subtle shading. And those flosses are Cottage Garden Larkspur. So I got a pretty good start on it. Part 2 came out already. I'll just work along on it and see how well I can keep up on it. But I'm glad I waited because I really do like this combination. And I always have a hard time with some of the mystery cells with where you can work on either one whole color or very variegated threads, you know, kind of do your own thing. Because I always not, even though other people like what I've chosen, sometimes I'm not always the happiest with what I chose. And so this time I decided to go with what the designer actually had chosen, and also to just get some fabric that I didn't have from Australia and some threads that I had never gotten from Australia. And so I'm happy that I did it. I'm glad I waited for it to get here, and I'm glad I made that choice because I really like it. I've also been working on another beaded pen cover for a friend. I wish I was farther along. This is a leopard print, as you can see. I'm about halfway there. I wanted to get this done before I left, but I'm afraid I'm going to be taking my beading supplies with me and frantically finishing it up before I give it to Francesca. But that's all right. It will get done because it's more than halfway done. So I've been doing that. And okay, haul. I'm going to move right on to haul. I guess first of all, I've been going on Modern Folk Embroidery, and I really liked their sampler sale, the Modern Folk Embroidery sale for 2020 also. I usually like to pick a couple sales each year, and was really excited about this one. So I ordered this from Modern Folk Embroidery. They actually have the whole pattern already done, but you only get sections of it at a time every month. But it's called a family patchwork sampler. I really, really like it though. I think it's just beautiful. So I bought that, and so of course, and it was in PDF form, of course. And not only like hard copy patterns, but PDF patterns cannot travel alone either. So I picked up this one. It's El Norsk Navndaduk. It's a Norwegian sampler. And then I also picked up a Bristol Orphanage sampler that was designed, called the Bristol Monkey Sampler. I'd seen this before and I really liked it. So thought I would work on one of those Bristol Orphanage's samplers. So that's the haul that I did in this last few weeks. But that was it. Other than I had my bobbins of the month for lace, bobbin lace. I've been getting Cactus. She has been sending them out once every other month, but it is one bobbin a month. But I've been getting 2 bobbins every other month. Here they both are, with the painted cactus on them. It's a cactus bobbin of the month. This one is Easter lily cactus. And this one is just an Easter cactus. So this is, they call it Easter cactus, but to me, this reminds me of the Christmas cactus, which I love those. I have several of those on my in my house. So that's our bobbins of the month. I'll show you one of the pieces, one of the lace pieces I'm taking to winter lace. I can't show you both. Both of them are pieces that are already in progress, and I need the teacher's help to do some designing work, color work on them, and stitches. The one I can show you, the other one is a present for somebody close to me, and so far they have not ever seen it, so I want to continue it that way, so I'm not going to show it. So anyway, but the one I will show you now. Excuse me for a second. This is called Czech pictorial lace, and it's Czechoslovakian lace. The reason why it's called pictorial lace, of course, is understandable. Is taking a picture and turning it into lace. The teacher, her name is Dagmar. She's originally from the Czech Republic. Loves to design pictorial lace pieces, and she does classes where she tells students to come pick a picture out of a magazine, a picture you might have, like one of your own personal pictures that you love, and let's try to make a lace piece out of it. So I knew immediately what I wanted to do. In my past life, I raised purebred dairy goats, like Michelle Rudy, a farm girl. And I also raised purebred sheep. And I raised Nubians first when I was in 4-H as a youngster, and then moved on to Oberhaslis. This was my first permanent champion, Nubian. And I had a picture of her that a good friend painted for me. So I copied the picture just to black and white, took it to Dagmar, and she says, well, let's work on it and see if we can get the correct look to it. So we started this piece out about 6 months ago. And she is coming to teach at Winter Lace. So I'm taking her class on Saturday and Sunday, hoping to get more progress done on that piece. And the other lace I'm doing is a Milanese piece, which is also quite large like this, that is actually getting closer and closer to being done. Has a lot of colors to it. It's a very colorful piece. Milanese lace is an Italian lace, and a lot of colors used in it sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So anyway, I will be going 2 days to Milanese and 2 days to Czech pictorial lace. So I'm excited for that. And then I'll move on and visit my sister, and I'm going to visit a couple other friends, and I'll try to do some pictures of it when I get a chance. Show you what I ended up doing. Anyway, I think I'm going to pretty much end this with the giveaways, so you guys can be excited, those of you who joined in the giveaways, and see who won them. And also, too, this way, if I get contacted by you, if you won the giveaway and you contact me right away, I'm hoping that I can send it out tomorrow before I leave on Tuesday. If for some reason you don't contact me until Tuesday, I'll get it to you, but it won't be until about 2 weeks later, because I'm leaving town. I'm heading on the highway. So anyway, our first giveaway had 79 people who entered, and that was The Village of Hawkrun Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Come on, I don't want to take you out of the bag. So, really nice Hawkrun Hollow. We had 79 people who signed up for that and answered the question, which was, where do you live? And do you like it there? Would you still live there? So I will show you. I have got 1 through 79 of the random number generator, and I'm going to push generate. And we'll see who gets this. Okay, I have the number 32. 32 came up. So now I got to go back to notes and see who 32 is. I'm kind of old school with this. Okay, 32 is Barbara Severino. Barbara Severino, if you're watching this video, congratulations. You won the Village of Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. I will send you a message through Floss Tube and let you know that you won. If you are also on Instagram and I have you as an Instagram buddy, I'll also send it through there. Try to get a hold of you. And so Barbara, congratulations on winning the Village of Hawk Run Hollow. Okay, we're going to move on to the second one, which is Stitcher's Home, a Nashville exclusive kit by Primitive Hair from last March, which has the fabric and the part to make the little home. You just supply the floss. And that one we had 65 people answered the question of what is your next hobby after cross stitch, and does it work good with cross stitch? And I had a lot of fun answers with that, so that was really funny. Okay, we are going to change the random number generator to 65. And so there it is, 1 through 65. That's the previous winner there, Barbara Severino at 32. I'm going to push on it again. And this will be our winner for that. 22. We have 22 there. And I actually didn't show you my notes section here where they're all listed, but this time I will, to show you that I have them all listed number-wise, all of the people up to 65. So let's see who 22 is. 22 is Kay Scruggs. Kay Scruggs, please contact me through Floss Tube. I'll leave my email address down there. Other ways, Instagram, whatever, because you won the Stitcher's Home. Congratulations, Kay. So congratulations to Barbara and Kay for winning my 1,000+ subscribers giveaway. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining me in my Floss Tube journey. It was, I believe it was the 25th, 26th when it was exactly a year. It went by me and I forgot, so it's been a little over a year now. And I let my family know. My youngest daughter, she was all excited. She goes, "Oh, my mom's famous," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness." So anyway, she was just going on and on and on about, "Oh, you're doing a floss tube." So in that very high-pitched voice she was doing, she just kept dancing around going, "Oh, I watched it. It was so good." And so it was kind of funny. And so anyway, I'm grateful for all of you who joined me. And because it's not the easiest thing for me to talk to myself in a video. For some people, it's very easy for them. For me, not so much. I like to actually make face contact with stitching friends and talk to them instead of making face contact with myself. So thanks for bearing with me, sticking with me. Anyway, I want to let you all know, love you lots. Remember to see the beauty. You see the beauty all around you, the beauty within your soul. That's there. See the beauty on the outside, the beauty in our fabulous, fabulous country and everywhere else that you travel. Whether you're on the highway, whether you're traveling out of the country on the plane, see the beauty out there too. And remember, you have that beauty yourself too. It's there. So love you guys a lot, and I'll talk to you in a couple weeks when I get back from my trip. Bye, all.